Welcome to the 170 at 17 program. I'm just going to give you a quick introduction into the Blackboard courses, the EdTech courses, and the Epigea modules that you'll need to complete. First, you want to go to mylearn.hct.ac.ae and you put in your username and password. Okay. From here, you're going to scroll down and find the cohort. So new Emirati faculty, either cohort 1, 2, 3, or 4. So I'm going to go into cohort 3, and you'll see the tabs on the left-hand side. So it's just a little welcome video, just a little inspiration video that you can watch about how every kid needs a champion. We are teaching at the higher colleges of technology, which is a higher education, and she's speaking about high school students, but a lot of the same concepts and ideas apply to our teaching situation. Here you can have an idea of what the PD framework is for the 170 at 17 program, so the link is there for you. Any major announcements we'll be putting here, plus you'll be getting a notification in your email. Discussion board, so if you have any questions that you would like to ask your other colleagues or myself, Sarah Whitaker, you can put them here. So that just makes the conversation open to everyone. And as well, we have here on the left-hand side the completed modules. Now, every time you complete either an Epigea module or an EdTech module, you need to upload your completed certificate, your completion certificate here. So if you click on to completed modules, you'll see a little video here, and it will just explain to you how to upload your certificate. So when you're getting a certificate from the completed Epigea modules, you'll find those certificates in the Blackboard course. For any of the EdTech modules, the instructor will give you those certificates directly as a PDF through email. So remember, your Epigea modules, the completion certificates, you'll find them directly in the Epigea courses. The EdTech certificates will be given to you by the instructor. So I've given you a little video to watch here, and also just a little PDF to show you how to do it, save it as a PDF on Windows if you're unsure how to do that. Now, all you need to do is decide if it's an EdTech module or an Epigea module. If you click onto that folder, this is where you will see your EdTech modules. These are all of the educational technology modules that you need to complete. If you're unsure about any of these, just send me an email and I can give you some information. As well, you can just go to your local EdTech coordinator and find out when they will be scheduling these modules for you. So once you've completed a module, I'm just going to give you an idea of what it looks like. You'll have iPads in the classroom. You can see here, attempt is complete. So I've already completed this module, no need to do anything further. When I've done another one, I'm ready to submit. I just click onto that and I browse my computer, I upload the PDF, and I click submit. Remember, all of that information is here in the YouTube video describing how to do this. Now, if I want to see which things I've done and which things I haven't done, I don't want to go to each individual modules. What we have is a module report for you to look at, and it's basically just the grade center. So if I click on my module report, you can see all of the modules that are upcoming, the ones that have been graded, and you can see here the little green mark means check that I've done it. Okay. Now, what we would like by the end of the semester or by the end of your module in the 170 at 17 program, you should have green check marks for everything. If at any time you see that something is being waited to be graded for maybe more than a week, just send me a quick email and remind me that there is something there to be graded, and I'll go ahead and grade it for you. But be assured, before we send out this report to anyone, including your program chairs and executive deans, we will make sure that we have graded and updated the module report before we send or share this module report with anyone. Now, that's your completed modules and your module report. What you can also find in your cohort 3 course is your Epigea modules. So these are self-paced online courses. So there is no instructor. Everything's been done for you in a completed package online. So you just click onto that And you'll see here we have 2 modules ready for you to complete at this stage. You might see a 3rd one and a 4th one. They'll all be added into the same folder. So just click onto the module you'd like to continue working on, and it will open up an independent course for this module. So there's no need to go and search for it. You can just go to the cohort 3, click onto it, and it will open like this. So this was the introduction. It will give you an idea of what you'll be learning in this course. Again, we always have general discussions and course announcements in our courses. So anything that you want to discuss with your other colleagues, you can put here, and any announcements from the instructor will be put here. Now, the most important thing are the learning materials and the tasks. So if you click on the learning materials, this is where you'll find the actual course. So it is an online course created by Epigeium. And this one is titled Develop Your Teaching. Basically, you're going to click onto that, and it's going to launch the course for you. So you'll see here that I've already completed 3 topics in the course. So there's a little green mark. Don't worry if this is not kept saved for you every time you open up the course. It's not necessary. But basically, as you work through the course, you'll know what you've done and what you haven't done. And we can keep track of everything in the Blackboard course of how many times you've entered the course, what you've completed, what you haven't completed. So here, as you can see, we'll start with just the welcome course. And it starts off with a little introductory video. So I'm going to skip the introduction. And you can see the course authors, the learning outcomes for that course, and the course structure. Now we want to go to the introduction, and the introduction will just give you an idea of what you're going to be learning in this course. Okay, and you can see here on the left that it's divided into chapters. So you have chapter 1, chapter 2, 3, and 4. So there's 4 chapters in this course. Now it's important before you start working through the different chapters, you should do 1 chapter at a time. You might want to just go back to that Blackboard course and see which assignments or what tasks we're asking you to complete for each chapter. It's a good idea to have that in mind before you actually work through the chapter materials, just so that it makes it easier for you to do the tasks afterwards. But basically, if I'm still here, I can just click onto that, and I can just work through the task. So it will tell me here on the right-hand side how many minutes this section will take me. Okay, I can click here to find some frequently asked questions, so some help, and I can just scroll down. Now, if you see a big empty black space or blank space like this, that means something is wrong. You may need to reload your page and see if that will kickstart it. Okay, you may need to update your Java. If you're still seeing it, I recommend, so you'll see here now that the blank space is gone. I do recommend that you update your Java or you try another browser. For right now, I'm in Firefox. You might want to try Chrome. Okay, I don't recommend Internet Explorer or Safari. We have had some issues with both of those browsers. So sometimes it's a video you need to watch. Sometimes it's a little activity that you need to do, and you just begin the activity and read through the instructions, okay? So there's different activities throughout the course. As well with the videos, it's really great when you're watching the videos, there are subtitles that you can see at the bottom. So you can click on and see, not the subtitles, sorry, a transcript. So you can read the transcript afterwards if there is some vocabulary or some parts that you missed. So for this example, I just need to click on the items on the left-hand side and match them to the learning is fostered by, so the teaching approach and the learning fostered by. When I'm finished, I can just check my answers and it will tell me if I'm right or wrong. I can try again and I can see the answers, okay? And I can also reset the activity. So basically with the Epigeium, it's very straightforward and you just continue following along through the chapters. When you get to the end of one chapter, I do recommend just closing it and going to the tasks in the Blackboard course, okay? So these tasks are monitored by us and we can see them directly. The tasks in the Epigeium course, we cannot actually see exactly what you did or how you answered different questions there. So that's why we're asking you to do things back in the Blackboard course. We can only see how much of the chapters you completed and how much time you've spent in the Epigeium courses. So here is just a little quick survey that you're going to complete. And then you can click here to see the responses from the other faculty who've already done the survey. Okay. Chapter 2 is a blog entry, and if you haven't done a blog entry in the Blackboard course before, don't worry. Here you have a little video that will teach you how to make a blog entry in Blackboard. So the blog entry, when you click onto it, you'll have your instructions right at the top, and you'll be able to create your blog entry. Okay, when you're ready to comment on other users, you can just click on this little arrow here to view the other users. Click onto that user, read their information, and then simply make a comment on their information. If you want to go through it step by step, you can either use the back button or the forward button here. Okay. Finally, when you're finished, you should be able to see your grades. Okay, you can see here my grades. I have nothing submitted in this course so far, but you can see that this one is in progress, so I have started it. Okay, if you're unsure about why you got a mark, you can always click on that grade and it will pop up and give you all the feedback. So anytime we don't give you 100%, we always do give you feedback. Finally, when you've finished everything and you have 80% or more, you'll click on the final quiz and your final quiz will pop up here. Now you'll notice that there is no content to display for me, and that's simply because I have not completed any of the tasks. I have to complete all of the tasks for 80% before the final quiz will pop up. Once I do that, and I go back to the learning materials and I click here, Mark Reviewed, and I get that little blue check mark, then the final quiz will show. Also, once I finish the final quiz, and you can take the final quiz as many times as you need to, but you do need to get 80% or more in that final quiz, then the survey will show. Once I finish the survey, I will be able to see my certificate of completion here. Now, again, how do you save the certificate of completion? That video is back in the Epigeum or in the main Blackboard cohort course, and it's in the completed modules, how to upload certificates into assignments. So all that information is there for you. If you have any questions about Epigeum or you're unsure about anything, just send me an email and I can meet with you on Zoom and give you a further explanation about that, okay? Or you can just send me an email with the question that you have. A few other things that are available for you in this Blackboard course are important links. So we have the SharePoint site link that Mayanora has gone through with you. We also have the HCT Mahara ePortfolio, which Christine has gone through, will be going through with you, or has already gone through with you. We also have a Zoom link. Now, Zoom is our online meeting room, and we use the same room over and over again. So anytime that we do need to meet online in a video conference, you can just click here and it will start the Zoom meeting for you. As well, we have the EdTech site. So if you're unsure about what all of these EdTech modules are that you need to complete, you can go to the EdTech site, and they're all part of the EdTech PD framework. So if you just click onto EdTech PD framework, you'll see this, and you can find out more about the specific modules that you need to take. So you can just click on any of the modules, you can click on the course outline, or you can just read the basic information about the course. And again, if you have any questions about any of these modules, you can just email the certificate coordinator. So I'm the certificate coordinator for the mLearning modules, whereas Zim is the certificate coordinator for the online learning modules, and Barry is the one for the content creation essentials. Okay. So back into the Blackboard Cohort 3 or Cohort 4 course, you'll see here as well we have a few more things for you. We have a teaching and learning book, so that's the link to get the book downloaded on your laptop or your iPad. We also have instructions of how you can access lynda.com. Now, lynda.com is a great resource for you. It is free for all HCT faculty, and it's basically an online video courses. So you can learn about all different types of subjects like classroom management skills, how to create apps, to photography, to using Google Apps in the classroom. There's tons of different materials there for you to use. And we have recommended courses here for you. You also have the Mahara user manual. So if you need to review anything about the Mahara site, you can go to the user manual. Okay, and finally, we just have another link here, and it's basically just for some extra materials. So anytime you attend a workshop and it doesn't have a Blackboard course connected to that workshop, then you can find the materials here. Okay. So I hope that gives you a brief explanation or introduction into the Blackboard course, the EPIGEM modules, and the EdTech modules. Again, if you're unsure about anything, just send me an email and I'm happy to meet with you online in Zoom, or you can come to Dubai Men's College and meet up with me at any time as well.